morning, everyone. I'm Reverend Kim Taylor, St. Bridget's Spiritualist Church, and I'll be doing Sunday service today. I can't believe that it's now March 7th. It's funny because the last service I did was at the church was the actual last service that we were able to have at St. Bridget's. So it's almost like an anniversary, and I believe that actually this has opened many, many doors for us to get our message out to people who are not familiar with spiritualism, and it's absolutely lovely. It's kind of like the silver lining to what's going on. So welcome, and I'm so happy to be here today. I just wanted to start off with our opening prayer. Good morning, everyone. I call upon the light of the source to stream into the world of man, to open the minds and hearts of men. Let the light descend, and allow the plan of light and love to unfold. I will do thy will for the highest good of all men, from spirit through spirit to spirit. I call upon my guides, guardians, and loved ones from the highest realms to support me in this time of learning and growth. Amen. And very important, as spiritualists, we have adopted the following 7 principles. A divine source recognized as God, the unity of all life, communication, guidance, and healing from the spirit world, the continuance existence of the spirit, personal responsibility for every thought, word, and action, reward and consequence for all deeds according to God's natural laws, and eternal progress is open to every spirit, and freedom of interpretation of the 7 principles is acknowledged. All right, so to move along to our healing portion of our service. If you would like to put in some initials of people that you would love to send healing to, please put your initials. Please don't put any names, and please make sure that you put your initials in there as well, because in my opinion, we could all use a healing. So if you just want to take a moment to start putting your initials in. Giving everyone a little bit of time. While I'm waiting, I just wanted to say that we had a virtual spring tea yesterday for St. Bridget's and 2 other churches in Alberta, and it was a lot of fun, and we absolutely loved having everyone in and having that opportunity. That was the last event that we were able to also have last year before our doors closed to the public, and it was wonderful. It was a little different than what it was last year, but I can tell you that it was just as beautiful, and we had a wonderful time. And I want to thank everyone for who came out, and I also want to thank all of our wonderful volunteers. We had some absolutely wonderful people take time out of their day to give messages and healing, and to do tarot for people who were in attendance, and it went really, really fast, and it was wonderful. So I'm really hoping that we're able to do that again real soon. All right, so now let's start with our healing prayer. We ask the great unseen healing force to remove all obstructions from our mind and body, and to restore us to perfect health. We ask this in all sincerity and honesty, and we will do our part. We ask this great unseen healing force to help both present and absent ones who are in need of help, and to restore them to perfect health. We put our trust in the love and the power of God. Amen. All right, so if you can just get comfortable in your seat. Take a deep breath. And when you're taking in that deep breath, imagine what you're breathing in is beauty and light and positivity. And when you breathe out that deep breath, imagine going out anything that does not serve you. Negativity, negative self-talk, anything else that is not what you need at this moment or ever. All right. Now imagine you're being enveloped by a beautiful bright light. This light is beautiful, and it's just above your head. And this light doesn't hurt your eyes. It's beautiful, warm. Now imagine the top of your head opening up like a beautiful flower, and the light going in through the top crown of your head. Now going behind your eyes, down the back of your neck and your throat, into your shoulders, arms, into your hands and your fingertips. Now imagine this beautiful light going into your torso. Take special note of how it's invigorating all of your organs. Now, imagine this light going down through into your hips, your thighs, your shins, down into your feet, and to the tips of your toes. Now this light will go down, out the bottoms of your feet, through the dirt, the rocks, the tree roots, all the way down to the center, where it will find your boulder, big, beautiful boulder, where it will wrap itself around several times to secure a strong, strong anchor. Now, once your anchor is secure, imagine that beautiful light coming back up, twisting and braiding itself up through the rocks, the tree roots, and the dirt into the bottoms of your feet. And now you are filled with the light. You are the light. Now let's ask our healing guides to be with us. And let's ask them for a healing for ourselves, first of all. And let's ask for a spiritual healing, and then anything else that you may require. Now, let's send this beautiful healing out to our family and our friends and the loved ones that we have in our world that require healing today. Now let's send this out to our neighbors, our community, out to our province, through to our country. And let's get that all out to everyone in the world who is open for healing today. Let's ask for a special healing for those who are ill, those who are grieving, those ones who have lost a loved one. And let's send one out to those who have lost someone who is missing and they don't know where they are. And let's please send them out a special healing today. Let's also send a healing out to those abused. And let's send it out to the abusers, that they will be enlightened as to their ways. Right. Now let's thank our healing guides for being with us this morning or afternoon, wherever you are, and ask that they please stay with us for the rest of the day. Thank you. All right. So, When I was preparing for service, I had a couple of ideas today, and something just kept coming back to me. It appears as though a lot of people have opinions as to religion and what religion is and how religion should be practiced. We've had a few comments on our Facebook page, in particular people not terribly thrilled that we're not Christian, and that is absolutely true. We are not Christian. We are spiritualists, and our religion is spiritualism. And so I just I prayed and I asked for a little bit of guidance to enlighten the people who are willing to see what's going, understand the religion. And I actually got to the teachings of Silver Birch, the guide that we do use at St. Bridget's. He's very special to Reverend Richard Lanigan, and I believe that he has some very poignant words in this. So, Orthodoxy examined and indicted. Today, if the Nazarene were to return to your world and listen to the doctrines taught in his name, he would not recognize them. Many of them are not what he taught. They are inventions of the priests. These were among the comments Silver Birch made to an Anglican clergyman paying his first visit to the circle. The priest put his problem to the guide. I find your teaching very helpful. I am a minister, but I get very depressed with dogmas and organized religion. Yet, I find some goodness in the church. I am perplexed whether to work from within or to work without. Silver Birch says, let us begin at the beginning. Your church, like every other church, temple, synagogue, and chapel, owes its existence to the fact that in the days gone by, the power of the Spirit descended into your world. It was accompanied by what are called signs and wonders and sometimes miracles. The power of Spirit came as a challenge to the beliefs, the doctrines, the dogmas of that today. The power of the Spirit gave evidence of its divine origin in that its beneficence was demonstrated in healing the sick, in giving guidance, and in stressing the fundamental principles of life, that matter is a shell and a spirit the reality. But alas, the pages of your history show that such outpourings lasted for only a short time. Gradually, the theologians took control, and the mind of man devised teachings which replaced revelations that were divine. Sterility superseded revelation. Again and again, there have been some outpourings of spirits accompanied by signs and wonders and what were believed miracles, as the process was constant and repeated. The kind of churches were described graphically by the Nazarene as white sepulchres because the power of the Spirit was driven out from them. Orthodoxy was built such a formidable wall, it makes it impossible for the sublime power to break through. That is the indictment which, in all candor, I must make. The problem arises when men like yourself become aware of the truth of the Spirit, which in many cases contradict their creedal beliefs. So what does one do in such circumstances? I say, stay where you are and enlighten those who will listen to you. You need not use words like spiritualism. It is only a label. You are not concerned with labels. We are concerned with liberating souls, giving them enfranchisement that will enable them to live as the Great Spirit intended. The troubles of your world are largely due to the fact that materialism dominates the actions and thoughts of millions of people. Greed and avarice are malignant cancers that infect your plane. These have to be driven out by knowledge, by understanding, by realization of the fundamental truth that all life is founded on spirit and not on matter. This is what you teach. You can reach people who come to you for guidance. Because of what you are, you should be in a position to help them find themselves. In the end, every human being has to indulge in the process of self-regeneration. Nobody else can save him. He can only save himself. You will find that door continually opens for you to help others. If you leave your church, you have access only to the same body of people that others who are gifted mediums and exponents have. Therefore, you are only one more to add to those already performing the services. But, as an ordained minister, charged with a mission, you can help those who come to you, because they consider you are a spiritual mentor for them. The Nazarene is guiding intelligence behind all the work that we do. Moreover, we have as helpers many like yourself who wore the cloth. Because of their added knowledge and power, they seek instruments through whom they can serve and serve others. The desire to serve does not end with physical death. The Great Spirit, with divine wisdom, has given you a questioning mind. It will grow and develop as you use it. Honest criticism can never be offensive. We welcome those who question us because they really do want to know. For others, whose one desire is to have wordy debates, challenges, and semantics, this has no appeal to us. We want to serve wherever we can. When we find those whose souls have been touched because of catalyst of grief, sorrow, or difficulty has come upon them, then we can help. They are ready to receive. Right. The clergyman was accompanied by his wife and a woman who teaches religious instruction at a large comprehensive school. She told the guide, "I've been reading your teachings that have been recorded. In one place, you have said that there is no personal God apart from the human beings have created. You say the Great Spirit is the law. Also, you have said, through all eternity, there is the love of God and the God of love. And each time you express that love, you help God to express himself. From this and other teachings, I gain the impression that you're speaking in personal terms of God. Would you clarify this, please?" Silver Birch says, "I will try, but it is very, very difficult, because to attempt a definition of infinite and finite language is virtually impossible. The Great Spirit is not a person in the sense that you understand a personality. The Great Spirit is not a magnified human being. The Great Spirit is not a man or a woman. The Great Spirit is a supreme power, infinite intelligence, love, compassion, wisdom, the epitome of all spiritual qualities and principles. But to convey some idea of the Great Spirit, we are forced to use your language. If I refer to the Great Spirit as it would cause more difficulties than if I say him. Your universe, like others, is ruled by immutable natural laws. These have always been in existence. These will always be in existence. They do not have to be changed because of unforeseen circumstances arising. They do not have to be repealed because new conditions have arisen over which they have no control. They are perfect in their operations, requiring neither suspension nor abrogation because they were devised by infinite intelligence. Wherever there is life, the natural law operates. Effect always follows cause. Reaping always follows sowing. None has the power to intervene between cause and effect, or to change what must be an unalterable sequence. Whenever new discoveries are made in your world, it is found that they operate under law. There is no chance, no coincidence. The natural laws comprise all and everything. Is not the fact an indication of the sublime intelligence that created the laws and ensures that they sustain every facet of manifestation of being and activity? And it is not always evidence that love rules through all these natural laws and that perfect justice must prevail? Goodness brings its own reward, just as sin brings its own punishment. The last rites given by a priest will not change the operation of natural law. The prayer offered, however sincere, cannot change the operation of natural law. Acceptance of any creed cannot change the operation of natural law, for it must operate in order to ensure the perfect justice prevails. None can remove the results of your actions from your shoulders. You are personally responsible for everything you do and think. The saint and the sinner do not share an equality of spiritual stature, and none can cheat or pretend. This is great spirit, and this is what great spirit means. When you speak of personality, the great spirit is personal in the sense that great spirit is within every individual, and great spirit is impersonal in the sense that great spirit is the law. So great spirit is not a vengeful deity with partiality for some and punishment for others. The law operates to ensure that effect will follow cause. The great spirit is within you. That seed of divinity is implanted from the moment of conception. You have the opportunity in your daily life to allow it to flower, to bloom, and to manifest its hidden riches. And she asks, would it be true to say that all comes within the compass of the Great Spirit? Silver Birch says, yes, Great Spirit is everywhere. You cannot be where Great Spirit is not. Something else. All right, here we go. Do not waste your time on those who merely wish to have theological debates about the interpretation of the doctrine or dogma. This has no value and will not increase any person's spirituality by one jot. It does not matter because it is a bride and pointless. Wait for those who are ready. Be available. Offer truth wherever you can. If it is rejected, feel sorry for those who have had the chance and do not take it. The natural law is so perfect that every child of the Great Spirit, while on earth, has one opportunity of finding himself. He can have his soul touched, so that the divine spark can be kindled and fanned into a beauteous flame, and some of the richness, dignity, beauty, splendor, nobility, and grandeur of the latent divine spirit brought into expression. This opportunity comes to all. If you can help one to find the way, then it is worth the while. There are mighty hosts of the Spirit, evolved, liberated beings, part of a hierarchy who are deeply concerned with worldly conditions, with maelstrom, chaos, violence, destruction, greed, cupidity, and jealousy, all products of a materialism that grows on the human body politic. These must be uprooted so that man can come into his own and have an awareness of what he is, why he is in your world, and what he can achieve to transform into the kingdom of heaven. This is what your world is intended to be when all live according to the light of spirit. You have the inestimable privilege of serving in this mighty cause. You have been guided, however difficult it may be, however irksome. Remember, you are never alone. The light of the Spirit is with you, and the love of the Spirit encompasses you wherever you may be. I have said it many times, to serve is noble. There can be no higher service than that which is done for the Great Spirit to his children. There is no higher or greater religion than service. Religion is merely formal and gives subservience to doctrine and has no value. Religion is that which enables and compels people to go out into the world and make it better because of what they do. When things become difficult, when storm clouds gather, lightning flashes and thunder roars, be still and know that the power which has guided you will continue on its own way to show what is the next step for you. Go forward, do the best you can. No more is expected of you. When you fall down, pick yourself up. That is why you fall down. You will make mistakes because you are imperfect beings in an imperfect world, and the pilgrimage towards perfection is eternal. So be grateful for all that has been made manifested to you. So, like I said, I just thought this was absolutely wonderful to see how spirit really is not a single thing, it's just, spirit is just spirit. And the fact that our guides, use terminology to try to make it something that we can reconcile in our own brains, and to work with how we feel about religion is quite it's nice. It's reassuring that they do what they can to help us understand, but it's very it's very much that no one should feel bad or chastised or whatever terminology you want to use for the religion that you choose to put your words to. Service to spirit and love, and to do what you can to help another is really what it is. So when asked if why we're not Christian, why we aren't that, because that is not what we choose. And we're all we're all for the same infinite being, God, creator. So I just wanted to leave that with you. I know a lot of people feel, and there's a lot of reason for wars and things like that people are condemned or made feel bad or told that their religion is wrong. And Silver Birch says no. You just need to follow what you believe and go with the service. So yeah, so that was a lot. Sorry, a lot of a lot of reading, but I did feel that that was very important to get out there. Spiritualism is amazing. So we've chosen the religion of spiritualism ourselves, and that's how we define it. And in our 7 principles, very much talks about what embodies spiritualism. So thank you very much for indulging me today with that bit that I needed to get out there. So, as I mentioned earlier today when I started service, we did have a virtual spring tea yesterday, and it was a lot of fun. And again, thank you to those who came out. Hopefully we can do it again soon. We currently don't have anything booked for our next event, but we're going to be talking about it right away. So keep your eyes on the Facebook page, on your email, on our website, and hopefully we will have something very, very soon coming out to share with you. St. Bridget's has a pantry. We call it Bridget's Pantry. And with this pantry, we've had a lot of wonderful people donate. And again, this has been a long haul. Even before COVID started, a lot of people have needed help. And that's why we felt that this was something that we really wanted to bring out. Currently, we're doing gift cards. So if you or someone you know needs some help, needs some food, please don't be embarrassed. Don't be shy. We'll do what we can to get them to you. This is just something that we're very passionate about. Nobody should have been hungry. Nobody should have to worry about where their next meal is coming from. And if we can help even in the slightest little way, that we would love to do that. Obviously on Sundays we have Sunday service at 10 o'clock. And on Thursdays at 7:30, Reverend Richard Lanigan does his beautiful healings. So I just want to remind you to keep your eye out for those. And also, ministers of St. Bridget's, there's Reverend Jill Washington, Reverend Bobby Pino, Reverend Richard Lanigan, and myself, Reverend Kim Taylor. We are doing what we can, as we aren't, oh gosh, it's been a year, doing physical service right now. So we are offering for minimal fee mediumship and healing. So if you want to go onto our Facebook page, it has the information on there, or if you want to go onto our website, you can just message either any one of us ministers and let us know, or you can send to info@stbridgetspiritualistchurch.ca and request a reading. As well, if you have free will donations, like everyone, we're struggling. We also don't have our doors open, but they still expect us to pay rent. So we are absolutely grateful for anything that you are able to help us with, and you can send an e-transfer, or I believe you can send a PayPal if that works for you as well. Anyhow, well, thank you so much for being here with me today. I'm always very honored to be in service of Spirit, and I absolutely love having the ability to share this, and especially now with so many more people, because spiritualism to me is absolutely wonderful, and I just want to share with everyone. So let's go with our closing prayer. As we depart, we ask for the love and the light to stream forth from our work here tonight. May it heal and support those that are in need. May we return to our earthly journey and always endeavor to strive towards our highest good. We wish to thank our guides, guardians, and loved ones that have supported us in our growth. Till next we meet, may your path always be lit by the light. Amen. And just another quick note, if you miss service, if you miss meditation, go onto our Facebook page and they're all saved there. So you will be able to, you can go binge watch if you want, if you've done everything on Netflix and Prime or whatever else, and that you feel that that's something you want to do, please go onto our Facebook page and watch them, and leave messages if you enjoy them, and just let us know what you thought. So thank you very much for spending your Sunday morning with me. I appreciate every single one of you, and I love you, and I'm sending you all out healing, and I really do hope that you have a wonderful week and a healthy week. And please reach out if you require anything. Have a great afternoon. Bye.